As crypto miners, it is our job to question everything, especially when it comes down to our profitability. Today's video is sponsored by the team at ASICsJungle.com. Has your team taken crypto mining to level 10, secured a brand new facility, and now ready to outfit your facility with mining hardware? ASIC Jungle has you covered. ASIC Jungle is one of the largest crypto hardware procurement partners in the industry, with some of the best manufacturer relationships out there. Their discounted pricing proves it. Some of their team's favorites include the Bitmain Antminer S19J Pro and the WhatsMiner M30S series. ASIC Jungle is a leading player in the mining hardware space with its top-tier brokerage services. Learn more by following the link in this video description to ASIC Jungle. What is going on, miners, and welcome back to the Hobbyist Miner channel. Well, just after the first of the year, to kick off 2023, NICEHASH made one heck of a statement. So what was NICEHASH claiming? Well, NICEHASH made the statement that when you're mining Bitcoin directly on their pools, that in a 7-day time period, you can earn upwards of 7% more in 7 days and almost 6% more in 30 days just by using their pool to directly mine Bitcoin. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the article that NICEHASH published back at the beginning of January of 2023. And I know what you're thinking. Well, did you test it? Well, hell yeah, I tested it. I went ahead and took two S19J Pros and we put this up against a challenge to determine, okay, is this actually legitimate? And guess what? Not only do we have test results for you guys later on in the video, I had NICEHASH actually authenticate those results and support those results. So we're going to go ahead and go over those in just a minute. All right, miners, so we are over on NICEHASH's website. I'm going to put a link directly down below if you guys want to read this entire article from start to finish. So back here on January 6th of 2023, NICEHASH has a title, Earn More with NICEHASH, How and Why NICEHASH Helps You Earn More Than Mining Bitcoin Directly. So they have an article here kind of explaining it and going over it. And the first, of course, they've bolded a few things. And so those are the things we're really looking at. Here it says, if you would have been mining on NICEHASH since the 23rd of September, you would have earned an average of an astounding 6.4% more Bitcoin by mining it directly with their mining pools. That's a really strong statement. 6.4, that's a hell of a lot more Bitcoin when you're looking at a 12-month period, especially when you're looking at a even longer time period. So scrolling down on here, it goes into detail, kind of talking a little bit more about everything. Please come out and read it. It talks about on here what sets NICEHASH apart. You know, traditionally as a miner, as a home miner, let's say you have your S19J Pro at home, you know, you're working directly with the pool. That's how you're getting paid out and everything. But with NICEHASH, it's actually different. There's actually you're working directly with NICEHASH, who is working with buyers in order to pay the pool, which pays you. So it's definitely significantly different and creates a different experience. And I think this is why, based off everything that I've read, why NICEHASH is claiming this additional profitability right now, because of the fact that they have buyers that are buying that hash rate versus just directly mining that Bitcoin. So down here, you can see some of their data was last updated on February 13th. They had a 7-day time period. They said 6.85% more than mining Bitcoin directly. And then here, the past 30 days, 5.93 more than mining it directly. And then since the launch, more than mining it was 6.3. So pretty significant numbers here when you start to look at this. And they're big claims, to say the least. So I'm going to leave a link to this entire article over there. There's some FAQs and everything like that. This was written by Mark Tarman, who Marco is NICEHASH's mining manager and a content creator there. So go over and check him out, guys, if you guys are totally interested. I will put a link directly down below for this if you guys want to read more. But that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at some of our metrics and what happened. Before I do, real quick, if you guys are curious on like how to set up your different miners on NICEHASH, when you're logged into your NICEHASH account, what you can do is go to download miner or add an ASIC. This is how I added it here. And then there's a connect your ASIC device over here on the left hand side. So you don't even have to be running any special firmware. You can run the Bitmain firmware. That's what I did. click on connect your ASIC device. Now, once you click the drop down, they actually offer a boatload of different algorithms. I don't even know if you guys knew that you could put your script miners like your L3s or your L7s, you could put them on NiceHash. If you're looking to put like your S19J Pro or the S19 XP, you want to come in here and you want to select 𝐲256 ASIC Boost. 𝐲256 by itself, the labeling is kind of wonky, it throws me off. It's more for like older ASICs. You want the 𝐲256 ASIC Boost. Once you select that, you can come in here, fill out your worker name. So you could say like S19J Pro test, and then you have that available. You have your stratum available to you. You have the username, which is really just the address, your mining address for NiceHash, and your worker name, and then a password of X. So I wanted to share that with you guys if you guys wanted to test this on your own. I do encourage you guys 100% do your own testing. All right, so let me set the stage a little bit here for our testing, okay? I have an S19J Pro. It is a 100 terahash unit. I found a community member. I actually reached out to the community on Twitter, and a community member named 𝗏𝐸𝐿. You guys may be familiar with him. If you're in my Discord, you definitely are. He reached out to me and said, hey, I have a 100 terahash S19J Pro. I'd love to work with you on your testing. And I was so thankful because the 100 terahash unit is not as common, or not as common as what I hoped it would be. Everyone else really has like the 104 terahash units. So we went ahead and we made sure that both of our units were using the stock Bitmain firmware. That was kind of our first recommendation, making sure that the firmware is up to date and everything. The second thing we did was that we timed this identically. So we started this, I believe it was on the 19th of March. And we'll take a look here at the data in a second. We started at 1:40 p.m. exactly, at the exact same time. And I pointed mine to NiceHash, and he pointed his to 𝐴MPpool. And to give you guys some details, brand new wallets, never mined to on that pool either. So everything was completely clean. No data had, any leftover balances or anything like that. And we started mining at the exact same time, and we let it run through through a 10-day time period. It's actually a little bit more, but we cut off the beginning and cut off the end. I'll show that to you guys here in a minute, just because it wasn't full days of mining. And then we actually gave additional days just to allow everything to clear. So if any pending balances or anything like that. And then we went ahead and exported the data, and I'm going to show that to you guys now. All right, so we have our spreadsheet here. I'm not going to get nitty gritty into the day by day here, but I just wanted to show you guys. So I exported everything out of NiceHash, and with NiceHash, you're actually getting payments multiple times a day. You can see it starts on the 20th. There's 2 or 3 payments per day. So I exported all of this. So it's multiple payments per day here. This is for my miner that I had on NiceHash. I then went ahead and compiled that down and did it per day, because some of these times you can see here 5 or 6 payments per day. So I broke it down per day, and then as you can see at the top, the red, you see how it says like the 30th and it's in red? That was not a full day. And there's another one of those at the very bottom. It was not a full day. The 20th and at the very top, the 30th were not full days. So I vetoed those days. I did not include those. So that took us down to a 9-day test. So in here, you can see I have every day, 21st of March through the 29th of March. And then our 9-day total was about $75.20 in Bitcoin as of today, April 7th, which gave us per average $8.36. Now, I'm out. This is just what hit our wallet. This was not including electric or anything like that. So we're just going to focus on what hit our wallet here. So then let's jump over, and for the 𝐴MPpool side. So 𝗏𝐸𝐿 is what he goes by in the community. He went ahead and ran this on 𝐴MPpool, had never mined on 𝐴MPpool or anything like that. And then he exported his data, which already compiled it down to the per day, which worked out great. So I went in here, and you can see all the information here. We have the 19th through the 29th is what he sent me. So then I cleaned up that data to just show the 21st, because we weren't using those additional days in there that we didn't have full data for. So 29th to the 21st. So you can see here his 9-day total was $72.98. and his average per day was $8.11. So how did we do? What was the actual difference in percentage? Well, the green here is what side NiceHash or Antpool did the most per day. And you can see it was NiceHash. It was actually pretty significantly NiceHash when it came down to days that were mined more than the other. It was only 2 days that Antpool actually mined more. When you break down your totals as of today, when I am recording this on April 7th, with the value a little bit easier to speak to, on the S19J Pro on NiceHash, it ended up being $75.21 versus on Antpool was $72.98. So what was our difference there? It was only about $2.22 when you did the math, but what was the percent? Well, it ended up being 3%. It actually was 2.96%, but we rounded up to that 3. So 3%, right? Well, when we go back over to, and this was 9 days. So if we go back over to NiceHash numbers here, NiceHash was claiming on a 7-day was 6.85 and a 30-day was 5.93. So was it that high? No, it wasn't. It was 3% is what it actually ended up being. Now, are we going to call NiceHash a fraud here because they published numbers that were significantly more than my testing? And the answer is no, because in this situation here, I can say that the numbers that we got are not as high as what they got. But was my testing the same as their testing? Was it, certain controlled environments and variables and things like that? No, there's definitely this room for error and things like that. Now, granted, there's a 3% to 6.8% is pretty big and significant in those regards. Both of the S19J Pros weren't in the exact same location, so you don't have the same ping times back to whatever pools it was. Mine's located here, and then I'm not sure where 𝗏𝐸𝐿, who helped me out, is located at. So, do those ping times vary? Was there some up and down time? I mean, we're both home miners. So was there some oddities and up and down times that occurred? There was, like, back and forth, like little stuff here and there, nothing too crazy. So it wasn't in this like perfect utopian world where like both miners were here. I'm hoping that I can get more S19J Pros like the 100 terahash units and then do more testing like this in the future. So regardless, I reached out to NiceHash, provided them my results, and they came back to confirm like there wasn't some weird oddity. I didn't overlook something or anything like that. And so I discussed it with them, and it was 3%. And so at the end of the day, to answer, I think, everyone's question, and hopefully I didn't ramble on too long for you guys, it is more profitable to mine with NiceHash Bitcoin than mining it directly. It's by 3% is what it is right now when it comes down to what hits your wallet. Now, there's loads of factors, as I talked about, so I encourage you guys to do your own testing, and you really can't test this without having 2 of the exact same units at the exact same location, starting at the exact same time, and then looking more deeply at all the numbers and any fees that might be involved or anything like that, and then kind of figure out what's best for you. Now, you're like, oh, it's $2, whatever, no big deal. Well, you got to look at that long term and consider that. But regardless, I'm going to encourage you guys to do your own testing. I'm happy with the way that things worked out on NiceHash. I'm actually curious on doing more testing on this for longer periods of time versus just my 9 days, and also trying to get myself another one of those units here to do better testing. So I'll put links down below to everything that we discussed today. Hopefully this was interesting for you. This wasn't scientific in any way, shape, or form. Like, I'm just a content creator at home, having fun, looking at these numbers and challenging some of these statements that some of these companies are doing. Well, if you guys enjoyed this type of video, give it one of these, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. The 𝐓𝐸 Titan timepiece is the first NFT watch ever created. These one-of-a-kind timepieces paired with their NFT authentication provide a revolutionary method to fight back against the counterfeit watch industry. Along with the paired NFT authenticity comes maintenance and history records stored on the Cardano blockchain. Finally, This is the perfect gift to pass down to one of your sons or daughters who take up that crypto family mantle. Check out the 𝐓𝐴 𝐞𝐨 Titan timepiece down below in today's video description.